Hey guys, welcome to my video comparison of the Apple iPod Touch and the ZTE Blade. So at first glance, both these devices might seem like very different devices, but they actually have a lot in common. So if you take a look at the ZTE Blade first, the ZTE Blade has a 3.5-inch screen, with a resolution of 800 by 400. The Apple iPod Touch has a 3.5-inch screen, but it has a resolution of 960 by 640. That gives it a pixel per inch, a pixel density of 326 pixels per inch. So let's take a look at the build quality of the ZTE Blade. So the build quality of ZTE Blade is pretty good for the price. This phone is around $150 off contract, unlocked. So on top you have the sleep wake button, 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left you have the micro USB sync charge cable. Bottom you just have the speaker, the microphone. On the right you have the volume rockers as well as the speaker grill. And on the back you have the 3.2 megapixel autofocus camera as well as ZTE branding. The Apple iPod Touch has um, outstanding build quality. There's an aluminium back, uh, 0.7 megapixel camera, and it has a VGA quality front-facing camera. On the top of the device, you have the sleep wake button. At the bottom, you have the 3.5mm headphone jack, the sync charge cable, as well as the speaker. And that's about it. So let's take a look at the operating systems that are on board these devices. So let's just go into settings, about phone, and here you can see it runs, the ZTE Blade runs Android version 2.2.2, that is Froyo. And here I believe the iPod Touch runs iOS version 5.0.1. Yes, uh, so the app stores on both devices are huge. The ZTE Blade has access to the Google Play Store, whereas the Apple iPod Touch has access to Apple's App Store. So the app selection on both devices are very good. So um, the specs wise, the ZTE Blade has a 600 megahertz processor, whereas the Apple iPod Touch has a 1 gigahertz processor, um, underclocked to 800 megahertz. So the ZTE Blade um, has an I forgot to mention this, but the ZTE Blade has an MOLED screen, whereas the Apple iPod Touch has a Retina display screen. And the CPU on board the ZTE Blade is a ARM 11, and the GPU is an Adreno 200. The chipset on board the ZTE Blade is a Qualcomm MSM7227, and whereas on the Apple iPod Touch, it has hang on a second. Okay, so the Apple iPod Touch has an Apple A4 chip inside. It is single core, and it has an integrated graphics processor. System memory on board the Apple iPod Touch is 26 megabytes of RAM. It has a built-in storage. I have here the 8 gigabyte version. And the battery on board the Apple iPod Touch is a 930 milliamp hour battery, whereas on the ZTE Blade, it is a 1250 milliamp hour battery. It's a standby time of up to 192 hours and a talk time of up to 4 hours. So the price difference between these two devices is quite a lot. The ZTE Blade cost is around $150, maybe less. The price on the Apple iPod Touch, however, is around $200 for the 8 GB version. And if you want a 16 or 32 GB version, you have to pay more. So the tablet is definitely a budget in device. But normally in budget in devices, the one thing you sacrifice is the screen. But that is not the case on board the ZTE Blade because it has a very good screen, as you can see. It has an 800 by 400 resolution, and it's pretty good. So if you're looking for a budget alternative to the iPod Touch, definitely take a look at the ZTE Blade. There are of course other types of budget Android devices that you can take a look at. Uh, I'll include some links down in the description below, so you can purchase any of this device or other similar devices. And I think that's about it for this video. And I'll see you again in the next video.